Good evening. Welcome back in to the evening edition of From Day One. This evening we pick up where we left off in the afternoon with Dijonay going under the court hammer.
I am sorry, Mr. Sabota. This is not how I envisioned my day going.
I get to spend time with a nice child.
230251 Dejanay Morrow, appearance on behalf of the defendant.
Edith Blayton on behalf of Dejanay Morrow, who agrees to participate virtually.
And Mayor York for the people, Your Honor.
All right. Today's the date and time set for an alleged violation of the, is this pretrial? I'm sorry.
This is, yes, this is pretrial, I believe.
Thank you.
I submitted a deviation request
Okay,
to
thank you.
work, and that's why I was adjourned.
All right. Where are we at today, Miss?
Your Honor.
Judge, I did receive a deviation request from Ms. Blakeney. At this point, there are no offers. So I would leave it to Ms. Blakeney on how she wants to proceed.
Thank you. Your Honor, my client is going to plead no contest for lack of memory. Ma'am, can you state your name if you haven't already?
Dejanay Morrow.
Okay. Did you hear what your attorney said, Miss Morrow?
Yes. Yeah.
So you're not pleading guilty, but you're pleading no contest, but there are no promises. So that means you're waiving your right to trial, and the charge of operating while intoxicated will appear on your record the same as if you went to trial. You understand that?
Yes.
I could send you to jail for 93 days. I could fine you a minimum of $100 and a maximum of $500. You understand that?
Yes.
I'm required to put you through screening and assessment, and if it's determined that you have a substance abuse problem, I'm required to put you into treatment. You understand that as well?
Yes.
Okay. So knowing that this will appear on your record, knowing that I could send you to jail for 93 days, you wish to waive your right to trial and plead no contest. Is that correct?
Yes.
When I say you're waiving your right to trial, it means there won't be witnesses, cross-examination of witnesses, or court orders or subpoenas for witnesses to come in. You understand that?
Yes.
It means you're giving up your right to be presumed innocent, you're giving up your right to remain silent, and you're giving up your right to be proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand that?
Yes.
I'm
Can me and her go into a breakout room real quick?
Yes, she's not giving up her right to remain silent, and perhaps she should stop looking like she just got out of bed, Miss Blakeney.
Oh, I was in the middle of getting my hair pressed.
Sorry to interrupt you, dear. Miss Blakeney? Okay, recalling 230251 Dejanay Morrow. What are we doing, Miss Blakeney?
Your Honor, she's still pleading no contest.
So you're waiving your right to trial, is that correct, Miss Morrow?
If you unmute, Miss Morrow.
Yes.
You're muted.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. You're waiving your right to trial? You're pleading no contest?
Yes.
You're aware of the consequences that I reviewed?
Yes.
You understand there will not be a trial of any kind?
Yes.
You're giving up your right to be presumed innocent. You're not giving up your right to remain silent, but you're giving up your right to be proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Is that correct?
Yes.
Anyone threaten you to plead no contest?
No.
Are you on probation to any other court?
No.
Have there been any promises made, Miss Blakeney?
No.
I do have a copy, I believe, of the police report. You live here in Michigan, Miss Morrow?
No.
No.
So
She
why
lives
do
in
I have a
Ohio.
so why am I sending notices to a Michigan address?
Is it,
No.
well, I haven't received anything. That's my address. That was my aunt's address out there.
What is your address, Miss Morrow, so that I send it to you?
Apartment 411, Bedford, Ohio. Okay.
Say it again, Miss Morrow. So I'm not quite clear, Miss Morrow, why you don't understand that I'm the person who's going to decide whether or not you go to jail, and why you're acting like this is a party or preparation for a party and getting your hair done, as opposed to behaving like a person who is about to be subject to potentially 93 days in jail.
I wasn't somewhere
If
getting
I
my,
were you, Miss Morrow, I would start taking this a whole lot more seriously. I don't understand why I don't have a good address on you. I don't understand why you're getting your hair done when you're taking responsibility for stalling your car drunk on a ramp on the expressway where you could have killed someone because of your irresponsibility. And the fact that you aren't responsible is quite evident based on the behavior I've witnessed over the last 10 minutes.
can I say something, please?
Sure, go ahead.
I'm actually in the house babysitting. And I was washing clothes. Nobody's here doing my hair. I had an afro for a week, so I was pressing my real hair. I've been on here waiting since 1 o'clock. Sitting here doing nothing. I'm not out doing anything. I'm in the house babysitting. I have not left the house. Nobody's here with me. It's just me. I haven't been anywhere. I can't even go get a job. I've been sitting in the house literally. I don't go do anything. I can't work due to my rent. I've been in the house chilling. I promise you, I have been being irresponsible since that moment.
I'm referring the matter to probation for pre-sentence screening and assessment. What is your telephone number, Miss Morrow? You'll receive a notice in the mail. You'll receive documents by email, and you need to Zoom in for your probation pre-sentence investigation, and then you'll come back to me for sentencing. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, as we march across the dungeon, let's see if we can find ourselves another quick court situation. And with that, here's Judge December.
Sweatshirt, can you please tell me your name?
Good morning, ma'am. My name is David William Brownlee.
That's what I thought you were, Mr. Brownlee. And you're home?
I am, yes, ma'am. I posted bond.
Please note that the judge recognizes your face. That's usually
I
not a
don't
good
know.
sign.
My paperwork for my bond said to do this appointment over Zoom.
If you were in person, or if you were still in custody, sir, you need to make your way into the courthouse.
I don't have that capability at the moment. My bond agent told me to report for Zoom for this morning for court.
Give me the Brownlee file, please.
It's in the prosecutor's office.
Okay, I need it, please.
Yeah, it's a pretrial. I don't know if it was recording still. Well, maybe.
The Zoom ID, sir, was in the event you were in custody. If you were not in custody, you were to appear in person.
If I'm posted bond, does that mean I'm not in custody?
Well, sir, you're out of the Wayne County Jail, correct?
Correct. But I just don't understand why my bond agent had told me.
I'm sorry?
I just don't understand then why my bond company told me to report over Zoom for this meeting.
I don't know why your bond, so you had a bail bondsman post your bond?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I don't know why they told you that. So, because it shows, and I'll show you, it does show on Zoom, but that was in the event you were in custody, sir. So you need to make your way here into court.
I don't think I would make. I'm in a motel in Romulus, Michigan, and near the airport. I don't think I would make it in time by walking. With all due respect.
Well, sir, then you need to find a ride.
Ma'am, could you make any condolences and accept the fact that I am here for court today for my Zoom meeting, and this is my only method for court today.
Sir, you can contact an Uber, you can ask somebody for a ride, something of that nature.
I don't have that money at the moment. I'm indigent, really.
Sir, your court date is in person today.
There's nothing more I could do. Except
Well, you can start making your way to court.
I'm telling you, the amount of distance that it would take me to walk there, I wouldn't even be able to make there until 7 or 8 p.m. I'm over 20 miles away.
Romulus is not 20 miles away, sir. You're not 20 miles away.
Ma'am, I do not wish to argue with you. I am about 20 miles away over on Merriman and Middle Belt.
Well, those two streets run the same way, sir.
I'm at the. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm located, and that is where I have no other option but to do this meeting via Zoom. I don't have any family members or friends that can help me out today. I was instructed to do this court date today at this time on Zoom, and I am here presenting myself in a reasonable manner. Can we please proceed?
You are 14 miles away, sir. Not 20. So the court's instructions were in person. Unless you're in custody, it's in person. You can't take a cab, you can't take a bus, nothing.
I have no money whatsoever at all. None.
And how are you paying for your hotel stay, sir?
My family had paid for a week's stay for me, and they're paying week to week. I haven't even eaten in 3 days. I've been barely surviving, but I had to make sure that this appointment was done, and I showed up to the best of my ability, and here I am here. I'm even borrowing a phone from a stranger to operate this court date right now.
Okay, sir. A stranger has allowed you to take their phone into a hotel room. And you can't get somebody to drop you off to court.
No, ma'am, I can't. My only family are my mom and my dad, and they're in their 80s, and my mother's in the hospital, and I can't get a hold of my father. My only other social support team are currently incarcerated, Your Honor. I'm just doing my best to survive and get through this. And like I said, I was told by Bail My Tail Services, which is the bonding agency that I went through, that I am to report for court today over Zoom, and gave me the Zoom ID and the time to be here and present. And I am currently present.
So your family members pay for you to stay at the hotel, but they won't pay for your ride to court.
They gave me the basic necessities. Yes, I'm very lucky to have that. Okay, at 83 years old, United States Marine and his dying wife. Yes, I'm very fortunate to at least have that temporarily, and that was as best as I could do. Yes. I've already called my dad twice today. If you'd like, I can show for reverse the camera somehow, or take a screenshot and show you proof that I have made attempts to call my father this morning where I was not able to get a hold of him.
And so the stranger's phone that you're supposedly using, that person just let you bring their phone right on into your room.
The clerk for the motel is a very nice lady who I have to see every day. I explained to her my situation, and I said that I'm going to be in the room for about 45 minutes to an hour. I asked her, if I could at some point give her money for it, and she said that's not necessary. She goes, just handle your business and just bring it right back when you're done.
Sir, try contacting one of your family members to see if they'll order you an Uber to make your way into court.
I already have, and they don't have the money. They didn't even have the money to give me a $5 hot and ready last night when I asked them. I'm not, and this is really unfair of you, because I'm being as professional and respectful as possible in this manner. I'm telling you, I can't squeeze water from a rock. I'm here for court. I'm doing everything I said that I was going to be doing.
Did you say that that's not fair of the court to require you to be in person?
No, it's not fair of you and of this court to be harassing me to this level when I've explained my indigence. I'm showing up for court. I'm being as respectful as possible and answering all of your questions where you're countering me at every turn. I'm not doing anything wrong, but being present for this pretrial operation so that I can try to move forward through this case. I have no other means there.
Sir, let me clarify something for you. Your thought process that this is not fair of myself to require you to be in person is flawed, because this court has absolutely every right to require your presence to be in person.
And I respect that, but when I'm under supervision from a bonding service and they tell me I'm supposed to be here over Zoom and I have everything set up that way.
I said, please don't interrupt me, so I'll just mute you. How about that? I ordered you to be in person. So for you to stay, I don't know what you're saying, sir, because I'm talking and you're trying to talk over me. So I don't know who you're claiming that you spoke to, because you said your mom's in the hospital and your dad didn't answer. So I don't know who you tried getting a ride from. Perhaps a nice clerk lady can find a ride for you. Might want to make another couple phone calls, sir, to see about getting a ride on into court. Mr. Brownlee, just so you're aware, you're muted, so I am just seeing your lips moving and I'm not hearing anything you're saying. And I'm not going to hear anything you're saying because I'm
I
going to handle
understand.
another matter.
I understand.
I'm
You're
going
just
to
kind of,
handle another,
you're doing everything.
I'm going, excuse me, don't interrupt me. I'm handling another matter. You can contact somebody to try for another ride.
I'm not going to say this again, Your Honor. I have nobody else to call.
Sir,
If
I don't think you're hearing.
if this is your wish to bully me, to try to in your legal method to hold me up or anything along those lines, or use your court authority, but to just do whatever it is that you're doing in this moment, other than handling my business with me and understanding and respecting the fact that my bond agency instructed me to be at this meeting over Zoom today at this time, which I am to the best of my ability, and explaining my indigence in the manner